Hey guys, it's Ray. Welcome back to my channel. The Palia devs have released their update for October of 2023. So today we are going to take a look at that. But before we do, don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe down below if you haven't already. I post a lot of Palia content. I do always post patch notes, dev updates, and I do romance series as well. So if that interests you, check down below. So we are going to dive right in, and it is a beautiful screenshot from what appears to be one of the temple updates, one of the most recent ones, but I'm at a loss for words right now. The leaves are falling, the soup is simmering, and Palia is full of sylphs, vampires, and as of this week, masked doctors. That must mean Halloween season is upon us. If you haven't had a chance yet, be sure to check out our community channel for all the eerie setup players have been creating, like Tab Cthulhu's picture above. So I know that they have this little event going on. I saw it in their Discord server where they want to see like what you can create for the fall. Below we'll share a bit about what you can expect from Palia in the next few updates. Although some of these may not be seen in the very next update, we just can't wait to show you the early peeks at what the developers are working on as we type. So in development, we have star stones. Last month we shared some early information about upcoming star stones. At that time, we shared that you will be able to find starstones in various rarities in random drops from mining, and will sell for high value, buffing the economic potential of mining significantly. So I'm pretty sure I covered that update as well. Narratively, starstones are gemstones associated with constellations that serves as a physical reminder of your lunar moon sign. In the intricate world of Marjorie constellations and astrology, to make your own starstone that is much more unique. Now I'm pretty sure everybody is kind of like fire, I feel like, if we're talking about that. Your full Palian astrology sign or star path combines the season you were born in and the lunar moon phase you were born under. For example, you can be an air artist or a fire merchant. Once you find your special sign, you can use that knowledge to form a better understanding of yourself and maybe even predict your future, or your fortune. These star paths amplify a particular set of personality traits, just like astrology in our world. They don't necessarily demand that personality type, but here's a quick primer to get you started around it. So here is a image. Pause to look over it, but it shows the stone, what the stone will look like, and what it is associated with. So amethyst is a very rare stone, which is the aristocrat, which is diplomacy and beauty. Aquamarine is rare, which is the scholar, which means dedication and introspection. Citrine is rare, and this is the wanderer, love for adventure, carefree, and sunny days. Emerald is very rare, the hunter, curiosity, and honesty. Garnet is uncommon, which is the general, leadership, and perseverance. Jasper is very rare, the farmer, love of family, and hard work. Onyx is the watcher, destiny, greatness, and cursed only sometimes. Quartz, which is uncommon, represents the builder, which is a steadfastness and respect. Ruby is extremely rare, which is the merchant, intelligence, and ambition. And lastly, we have a sapphire, which is very rare, which represents the artist, creativity, and emotion. So that's super, super exciting. So I'm excited to see what they do as far as this incorporation. There'll be much more to share with you as we get deeper into the Marjorie constellations and astrology in the future, including how you can find your own star path, which I'm super excited. I know that they have the signs like fire, water, earth, and air when you answer questions. And I know at the bottom in like the main screen, you can see what you're represented as based on what your character usually says. I know mine is a fire sign. Alrighty, housing add-ons and decor limit increases. Let's go. Finally, I've personally not hit any caps yet, but I know a lot of people have. which can be quite unfortunate. It says, have you been reaching the edges of what is possible with the current limit to the housing, add-ons, and decor? We're ready for you in just a few updates. Palia will be increasing the amount of housing, add-ons, and decor items you can place on your plot. You may be wondering why we have limits in place. This is because we are being very careful with how the amount of housing, add-ons, and decor can impact performance on your housing plot. So just like in Disney Dreamlight Valley, how you have an item limit because it can kind of lag your game, and especially if they're optimizing it for Switch, it's going to be a lot harder. So they're going to have to find a balance either between the two, or they're going to have console differ from PC, which is what Disney Dreamlight Valley does. Each of these steps towards expanding your options and creativity is a leap towards our goal of really allowing you to collaboratively progress a shared housing plot. As we mentioned above, we are still progressing vigilantly towards optimizing for performance. We are excited to share these future updates with you today. So we have housing clusters. This looks so cool. It says currently you can have 15 housing add-ons to your plot. In the future update, you'll be able to have a total of 30 housing plots, which I think is good because on mine I have 10 and I'm only covering like this little area. Like I don't have half of anything covered. You will be able to add as many main houses as you can fit on your plot, with 15 add-on rooms to each main house. We call these groups of main houses add-ons, they call them clusters, up to a total cap of 30. This means you can style an entire cluster to be a friend's guest house, or maybe you want to style your Palian room as a greenhouse and dedicate crafting spaces, which I think is actually really cool because if you don't want your crafters to just be outside or in a makeshift tent, you can now dedicate a whole little house you go in and it's just for crafting, which I think is really cool. Or maybe you want to make a whole collection of gazebos for an epic outdoor hangout. We know you all come up with creative and imaginative ideas that we would never dream of, and we can't wait to see them. Here's a snapshot of our early development to illustrate how it would look if you used the maximum amount of add-ons, which I think looks really, really cool because it looks like you go in here, you have this whole house, but then you have these houses. I think this is amazing, and I really can't wait to see what they do with it in-game. All right, decor limit increase. We've noticed a lot of folks are reaching their limit when it comes to decor. Even with only 2,000 pieces available on your home plots, we've seen some incredible designs being made. Here are a few that have caught our eye. So this is from Tab Fiona Celius, I believe it says, which I think is really, really pretty. I love the pumpkin wallpaper. I'm finding a lot of struggle matching it with stuff though. Soon you will be able to wow your neighbors with even more, with a total cap of 3,000 pieces of decor. So they're upping it by 1,000, which I think, it doesn't sound like a lot, but it kind of is, because if each individual piece of food, that's 1,000 pieces of food. So it seems like a lot. You can expect both of these updates in the next few weeks. So probably in about 2 weeks. So not Halloween Tuesday, but the following, I'm pretty sure. A new creature. What? A new little rascal will soon be spotted in Bahari Bay in the next 2 or 3 updates. These tree-dwelling critters have traveled a long way from the woods up north to take a look at the incoming new groves of flow trees that will soon be sprouting as a result of the temples starting to open. Oh my gosh, I am so excited. If you don't know, I've played Palia since closed beta, and I am so excited to see some new additions to this game, following down welcoming a new NPC, which we'll cover in just a second, but I am so excited to see what they're adding to the game and what more they can bring to the game. And I think starting with a new creature is really cool, and it looks like this might be, it should, I assume, have 3 forms just like a Chappa or a Cernic, and this appears to disappear, which is like the level 3 in quotes Chappa or Cernic. Like I think it's the Elder Cernic. I'm not quite sure of the typical name right now, but it's the white deer and the white Chappas or white Cernics. I feel like this is probably the level 3 version of this animal or creature, excuse me. Welcoming a new NPC. As Palia continues to evolve, we will introduce new NPCs, bringing with them unique stories, quests, and interactions. Their introductions add a fresh layer of diversity and richness into our shared narrative, breathing more life into the daily happenings of Palia. Our next upcoming villager, a watcher from the Order, will be summoned to Kilima to investigate why the humans have emerged, kicking off a whole new story in the world of Palia. So we'll find out in the next 2 to 3 updates. Again, just like the new creature, I think this is super exciting. I'm going to guess it's the Duchess. I feel like it will be, because she's been mentioned a few times. I'm pretty sure it's going to be Esh's sister. I might just be like completely off with that, but that's my guess. But I'm very excited for the story to continue. I really love that about Palia, is that it can go in all kinds of different places. You have so many different stories going on, and I love that they're going to continue to bring new creatures and new characters as the game continues to develop and come out in, full access soon. And I know some of them are going to be romanceable characters as well. And they just made, with their most recent update or two, Hodari is now a romanceable character, which I think is cool that they're working to bring notable characters already in game out into the romance world, which I think is really, really cool. But you tell me, how do you feel about it? Alrighty, hot topics and notable bugs. So we have accomplishments. There's been an ongoing issue with our accomplishment system. In some cases, progress ticks on an accomplishment but does not count towards completing it. In other cases, some accomplishments progress is being reset and rewards are not being granted. So I actually did have this happen to me when I was like the kill all 3 of the Chappas, or slay them or whatever. I did that and I got it showed that I got the achievement, but I didn't get the reward. And then when I checked my tab, it didn't show up. So then I went and had to find another one and to get the reward. So it took 2 times to do it for me. This is a deeply intricate and interconnected system, set of systems, and we are working diligently to fix these issues as soon as we can. However, we have not yet identified the root cause. For that reason, we cannot share a timeline with you just yet, but we will be sure to give you an update as soon as we can. So that's super cool. Cernix and Hills. As many of you have come across Cernix trapped in the mountains in the terrain of Palia. This is not a Halloween trick, merely a bug. We aim to have this fix for those poor creatures in the next few updates, so please stay tuned, which is really awesome. Coming soon, facial hair, which they teased with the newest update, 0.171. I will have that video that I did linked down below. They did tease that. Ability to change character's appearance. Finally, when I made my character, I rushed through it. In my very first Palia video, I just kind of clicked a face and just went with it. And I've grown to love my character's face, but I would like to go back and see what else. I hope they also add new cosmetics as well for like hair and base game things, because playing for a couple of months, the same thing it's getting like cosmetic wise, getting a little old. More found item quests. I'm still doing these. Like I do questing videos with Palia, and so I'm constantly finding new stuff, and then I go to do a video and I'm like, I don't even know where I found this item. Flow Tree Groves, which I'm sure is going to be like Hasain's Grove, and it's probably a place where you can go and just chop down a bunch of flow trees, which will make furniture easier. New temple. I'm wondering what this one's going to be about. And then winter changes to Kilima, so I wonder if they're going to bring like weather and have it snow. I think that'd be pretty cool. Soon, included within the next 3 months. So around, if you celebrate holidays, it's around the holidays. We have more surprises up our sleeves for the next weeks to months. As always, keep letting us know what you want to see through our socials. See you in Palia with a cute little heart. So this was a really good update. I'm super excited. I think my favorite is the new NPCs and new creatures. But tell me down below what's your thing you're most excited to see in these upcoming updates. Thank you guys so much for watching and for listening to the dev update for Palia 2023 of October. If you haven't already, don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe down below. I post Palia content every week. Multiple times a week actually, but my socials are down in the description if you want to keep up with me outside of YouTube. I do have a Discord server where I post updates, schedule changes, and I do community events sometimes, so definitely check that out. But for now, I'll catch you in the next one. Goodbye, guys.